April is World Wish Month, and there's an increasing number of North Texas Wish kids who are waiting for their wish to be granted. Make-A-Wish North Texas is calling for wish makers, which includes donors and volunteers or partners to help bring these travel wishes to life. Chief Development Officer Murphey Sears joins me with more on how you can help. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you for having me.
All right, so let's talk a little bit about the big picture. Every 20 minutes, a child in the U.S. is diagnosed with critical illness. That's a staggering statistic. How does Make-A-Wish North Texas help children and their families?
Well, you know, each wish is as unique as the child who designs it. So what we go in and do is after a child has been diagnosed with a critical illness, we bring them a life-changing wish in the form of an experience or a meeting with a celebrity, a travel to somewhere they've never been before. We allow them to replace fear with confidence, anxiety with hope. We know that wishes can change medical outcomes for children who experience a wish, and we know that above all else, it creates long-lasting memories for that child and the family.
I love the fact that you said you replace fear with confidence, anxiety with hope. And you in your career, I imagine that you have seen many of these wishes granted. I'd love for you to share with us some that really made a personal impact on you.
Sure. Our team is remarkable. So we have experienced wishes of every type and kind and nature. Things that stick with me or wishes that stick with me are the young teen who asked for a lawnmower because he was entrepreneurial and he wanted to start a lawn mowing business. He found peace in nature, but during his cancer treatment, it was taken away from him. I think often about the little 9-year-old boy who wanted to be a Marine for a day, and the little girl who wanted a shopping spree on her birthday. Not just any shopping spree. We rolled out the red carpet and truly gave her the best day ever. One that is sticking with me currently is a 3-year-old little boy who is wishing for a backyard playhouse. Because during his brain cancer treatment, he was completely removed from his friends, his family, his community. And that playhouse will reinstill a sense of childhood for him.
That's fantastic that you were able to witness those. Let's talk a little bit about the area that Make-A-Wish serves in North Texas.
Sure. So we will grant roughly 600 wishes this year. It takes everybody in the community to help us grant these wishes. Our region expands all the way through El Paso, Amarillo, West Texas, South Plains. We have a very large volume of population that we serve because, as you mentioned, with a child being diagnosed once every 20 minutes, the need is great.
All right, so speaking of that, you are calling for wish makers. What does that mean?
Well, right now we have over 1,100 children waiting for a wish. The first wish that was granted was actually granted on the backs of community members, and so we cannot do it alone. We cannot grant wishes by ourselves. We need our community members, whether they're donors, volunteers, corporate partners, community advocates, to come together and invest in the experience of granting a wish. Whether giving of your time, your treasure, your talent, it all matters.
All right, so what would be your wish for World Wish Month?
My wish for World Wish Month is that our community is able to come together and raise upwards of $100,000 to grant the over 70% of the wishes in our pipeline right now that are travel wishes. So a little girl who wants to see snow for the first time, or a child who wants to go meet the Minions. We want to be able to grant each of those wishes and help those kids through their mental, emotional, and physical trauma that they've endured.
There's also a term that you've been using called science of a wish. What does that mean?
We know that when a wish is granted, it improves the medical outcomes for a child.
Wow.
It offers the child the opportunity to have hope during their treatment because it's like a dangled carrot during their treatment. They know that if they can just get one more scan or have one more transfusion, then the incredible opportunity of a wish is waiting for them at that finish line.
It gives them hope.
Absolutely.
All right, so how can people get involved?
People can get involved by visiting our website. Again, we cannot do this work alone. We require the assistance of our community to volunteer, to give of their time. Come grant a wish with me. I'm going to grant one next week, and I'm super excited about it. And so anybody can come grant wishes. Anybody can be an advocate for our mission and for what I do. I think surely by talking about it, it spreads awareness and creates champions amongst us.
I would love to do that with you someday.
Yeah,
that is something that we can think about for the future.
Love it.
Thank you so much for sharing this with us.
Surely.
We appreciate it.